Alright y'all, welcome to another installment of Sailor Reviews. This time around we're doing the movie Spoiler Alert. Now, since I made all my girlies and homegirls watch Red, White, and Royal Blue, my friend really wanted me to watch Spoiler Alert, which I watched this morning. So the movie is a queer love story that stars Jim Parsons and what's his name? Ben Aldridge, who I think is very cute. Now, I was very apprehensive to watch this movie because Jim Parsons stars in The Big Bang Theory. I'm not a big fan of that show, and I've never really seen him in anything else. But I was very pleasantly surprised. I loved him in this movie. And again, I've mentioned this before, queer movies are not really my favorite because they're usually made poorly and are very depressing. But I have to say this movie was amazingly made. The acting was great, the storytelling was great. I feel like the two main characters had great chemistry and they worked really well together. I appreciate it even though it's still a very Eurocentric, conventionally attractive white male queer love story. It still had a very unconventional relationship when you watch the movie, slightly. And I really love that they highlighted that, and it's very real in real life. And I love how they touched on insecurities and body dysmorphia and what it may take to make a good relationship work. You know, that it's not all sunshines and rainbows, definitely for not queer couples, as you may know, and that it might take a lot to make relationships work. You have to work for it. I thought the supporting characters were really great in the movie, you know, to add some comedic relief, even though both the main characters had great banter and comedic relief as well. It's a comedic movie, which I really love. Sally Field is in the movie. The gay guy from the iconic perm scene in Legally Blonde was in the movie. And even randomly Anthony from Queer Eyes in the movie. Even though the main conflict in the movie is very sad and depressing, I felt like the movie did an amazing job at keeping it lighthearted. It didn't really feel like doom and gloom as usual from other queer movies. It still felt fun and light and had great levity, even though the situation was very doom and gloom. And I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate that the movie delved into this certain conflict/topic. But I don't think I've ever seen that in other movies before. They usually stick to another type of main conflict that we're used to. I'm really glad that they tried to highlight something different that's very real in real life, which is also very heinous, but it needs to be talked about. I felt like the movie was very succinct. It's not too long. It wasn't drawn out. It definitely takes you through the range and the roller coaster of emotions. Listen, the movie's enjoyable and funny, but once they started playing Robin, Dancing on My Own, girl, I started ugly crying and bawling my eyes out. And a little bit after that, I was pissed. Until I realized what the director was doing. But yeah, I love how the director took an interesting way to showcase, how do I describe it? I guess someone moving on. I mean, the movie is called Spoiler Alert, so spoiler alert. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie overall. I'm glad I watched it. Definitely in my top tier queer movies. And I think I would rate it 9 out of 10 goons for this one. Yeah, I'm really glad I watched it. I definitely needed a good laugh and a good cry. But anyway, let me know what y'all thought about the movie in the comments, and let me know what else you want me to watch, and maybe I will. See you next time.